Good morning, dear students of class 9. We are doing exercise 7.2. So, we will start from question number 7 of this exercise today. Okay, so question number 7 is ABC is a right triangle in which angle A is 90 degree. So, make the figure accordingly. Angle A is 90 degree. So, you can consider A here, B here, and C here, in which AB is equal to AC. It is also given AB is equal to AC. What it means? It is an isosceles right triangle. Find angle B and angle C. Then what we have to do? We have to find angle B and angle C. So first of all, if in any triangle two sides are equal, then their opposite angles are also equal. It is a theorem. So it is given that side AB is equal to side AC. It is given. So what is the angle opposite to side AB? The angle opposite to side AB is angle C. And what is the angle opposite to side AC? Angle opposite to AC is angle B. We can write the theorem, since angles opposite to equal sides are equal. Okay, so if these two angles are equal, then we can consider them to be x. Now again take triangle ABC. We can apply angle sum property, that the sum of the three angles of a triangle is always 180 degree. So the value of angle A is 90 degree. We know angle B is x and angle C is also x, as they are equal. So we have considered them to be x. So now solve. 90 is in plus here, so it will go on the right side to give a negative sign, and x plus x 2x. So 2x will be 90 degrees. So x will be 90 divided by 2. That is x equal to 45 degree. So you can say angle B and angle C both are 45 degree. So this is your answer. Okay, so you can note down this. After this we will have question number 8, and it is the last question of the exercise. So question number 8 of the exercise 7.2 is, show that the angles of an equilateral triangle are 60 degree each. ABC is an equilateral triangle. Equilateral triangle means all the sides are equal. So we have to prove that each of its angles will be of 60 degree. So first of all, we will write in triangle ABC, all the three sides AB, BC and AC are equal. It is given because it is equilateral triangle. So we know the angle opposite to equal sides are equal, as in the previous question. So angle opposite to AB side is angle C. Angle opposite to side BC is angle A. Angle opposite to side AC is angle B. Since angles opposite to equal sides are equal, that's why. So if these angles are equal, so let us consider that them to be x. So now again take triangle ABC. Again in triangle ABC, you can apply angle sum property. Angle A plus angle B plus angle C equal to 180 degree. This is angle sum property. So what is angle A? We have considered them to be x, and all the three angles are equal at the same time. So x plus x plus x, 3x equal to 180 degrees. So x equal to 180 upon 3, that is x equal to 60 degree. So we can say angle A, angle B and angle C all are of 60 degree. So you can just note down this. So this is the easy question. Now we will do next exercise. You can pause the video and note down the solution. Okay, so next exercise is exercise 7.3. This exercise is related to SSS congruency, that is triple S, and RHS congruency. You know about them very well. I have explained to you. Now we will do exercise 7.3. So question number 1. Question number 1 is triangle ABC and triangle DBC are two triangles. Two isosceles triangle on the same base BC. This is the figure. We have two triangles. First is triangle ABC and triangle BDC. What is the speciality? They are isosceles, means in this triangle ABC, AB side is equal to AC side, and in triangle BDC, BD side is equal to DC side. It is given. If AD is extended to intersect BC at P, we have joined AD and extended to cut BC at P. Then we have to prove these four things. So first of all, we have to prove triangle ABD to be congruent to triangle ACB. So you can look at your books, triangle ABD and triangle ACP. ABD. So where is triangle ABD? This triangle. And where is triangle ACD? This triangle. So why these triangles are congruent? Just think about the three things. It is very easy. In triangle ABD and triangle ADC. So what is the first thing? In triangle ABD and triangle ACD. It is the name which is given. So first of all, you know AB side is equal to AC side. It is given. And BD is equal to DC. BD is equal to DC. It is also given. And third thing, you can see AD is common in both the triangles. In triangle ABD, AD is present, and in triangle ACD also AD is present. So we can say AD equal to AD common. So triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD by triple S congruence rule. Triple S, because all the three times we have taken sides. Okay, so this is the first part, which is very easy. Now we are moving to the second part, in which we have to prove triangle ABP, this whole triangle, is congruent to triangle APC, ACP. So think, in these two triangles, what are the three things which we can take as common? First will be AB equal to AC. I am making the figure here again. This is triangle ABC, in which AB is equal to AC and this is AP. Now you have to prove these triangles to be congruent. So first thing is AB equal to AC. Second thing is AP equal to AP. Common. What is the third thing? So for third thing, we have to arrange. Just now you have proved triangle ABD to be congruent to triangle ACD. So from there you can say this angle is equal to this angle. You can say this angle is equal to this angle by CPCT, and which we can use here as a third thing. So first of all, we will arrange these angles to be equal. Okay, so we will write, since triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD, from where it is proved by us. So we can say this angle BAP is equal to angle CAP. It is by CPCT property. So let us consider it as equation number 1. We have arranged this. Now we are ready to prove these triangles to be congruent. So now in triangle ABP and triangle ACP, what are the three things which are equal? So first is AB equal to AC, and second thing, this angle is equal to this angle. Just now we have proved angle BAP of this triangle is equal to angle CAP from equation number 1. And what is the third thing? AP is common in both the triangles. So AP equal to AP common. So now we can say triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP. By which congruency? Just see, side, angle, side. Okay, the angle is included between the sides. So side, angle, side. By SAS congruence rule. Okay, so these are the two things which we have proved. So you can just note down this. I am erasing first and second part. You can pause the video always when you want to note down this. Now we will do its third part. So in third part what we have to prove? In third part we have to prove AP bisects angle A and angle D. AP bisects angle A. AP is the line which bisects this angle. What it means? We have to prove this angle to be equal to this. And in second time we have to prove AP also bisect angle D. This angle to be this. So this angle is equal to this. This we can prove easily, because since triangle ABD is congruent to triangle ACD, this you have proved. So you can say this angle BAD is equal to angle CAD by CPCT property. So if these two angles are equal, then we can conclude that this line AP bisects the whole angle A. So first thing we have proved. Now for angle D, what we can do? We have to prove these triangles to be congruent, these small triangles, and then we will say by CPCT these angles are equal. So let us take these two triangles and let first confirm that whether we know three things or not. So we know BD equal to DC, that is the first thing. DP equal to DP common, but we don't know the third thing. Okay, but in second part we have proved triangle ABP, that is this ABP is congruent to APC. So by that we can say BP equal to PC by CPCT, which we can use here in these two triangles, because BP and PC are also the sides of the same triangles. Okay, so let us first arrange. So we can say, since triangle ABP is congruent to triangle ACP, this we have proved. So you can say BP of this whole triangle, in this triangle BP is equal to PC of this triangle PC by CPCT property. So you can consider it as equation number 2. Now we will start to prove these triangles to be congruent, because now we have sufficient things to prove this. So now in triangle it's BDP and other triangle is DEC. Okay, so what is the first thing? First thing is BD side of this triangle is equal to DC side. It is given to us in the question. Second thing, DP is common. DP is common. Third thing, BP equal to PC. From equation 2, we have just proved. So we can say triangle BDP is congruent to triangle CDP by which congruency? All the times we have taken sides, so by SSS congruence rule. Okay, we have proved these triangles to be congruent. So by this we can say this angle is equal to this angle. So angle BDP is equal to angle CDP. It is by CPCT property. Okay, so this angle is equal to this angle. So DP, so AP bisects angle D also, because this angle is equal to this. So AP bisects angle D also. So these are the conclusion. First is this and other is this. So you can note down this. You can just pause the video and note down the solution. So we will do now the fourth part, which is the final. So what is to prove in the fourth part? So in fourth part, we have to prove AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is the perpendicular bisector of BC. AP is perpendicular bisector of BC. Perpendicular means we have to prove this line is making 90 degree with BC, and we have to prove that BP equal to PC. It is perpendicular as well as it is bisector. Means it is playing two roles. एक तो ये इसको बाइसेक्ट कर रही है, दो इक्वल पार्ट्स में डिवाइड कर रही है, और दूसरा 90 का एंगल भी बना रही है. सो इट इज परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर, ये हमें प्रूव करना है. सो फॉर फोर्थ पार्ट we know since triangle ABP is congruent to triangle APC. आप ये भी ले सकते हो कि BDP और DPC congruent हैं, इससे भी हो जाएगा, और ये बड़े वाले ट्रायंगल्स congruent दिखाए थे उससे भी हो जाएगा. ठीक है. सो बिकॉज दीज आर congruent we have proved. So we can say if this triangle is congruent to this, means this whole triangle, so we can say BP equal to CP by CPCT प्रॉपर्टी. सो एक चीज तो हमने दिखा दी, इसको लॉक कर लेते हैं. अब हमें बाइसेक्टर तो हमने दिखा दिया क्योंकि BP PC के इक्वल है. अब हमें दिखाना है परपेंडिकुलर. तो इसके लिए हम बोल सकते हैं क्योंकि दोनों ट्रायंगल कॉन्ग्रुएंट हैं, तो ये वाला एंगल इस एंगल के बराबर होगा. तो मान लेते हैं इस एंगल को मैंने 1 बोल दिया और इसको 2 बोल दिया. ओके. अगर आप 1 और 2 का यूज़ करोगे तो फिगर में 1 और 2 बनाना मत भूलना. ठीक है. ऑलवेज रिमेंबर टू मार्क दैम. ऑल्सो एंगल 1 इक्वल टू एंगल 2, दिस इज ऑल्सो बाय CPCT property. Okay, so let us consider them to be x. Now you can say, because we have to find their values, exact values, so now you can say they are forming linear pair. This whole angle is 180 degree. This whole angle is 180 degree. So their sum will be angle 1 plus angle 2. Their sum will be, this total angle will be 180 degree. It is linear pair. And because these both angles are equal, let us consider them to be x. So x plus x will give you 2x, which is equal to 180 degree. So x equal to 180 upon 2, that is x equal to 90 degree. So इससे क्या प्रूव होता है? इससे अगर ये एंगल 90 हो गया, इसका मतलब AP BC के परपेंडिकुलर भी है. सो AP इज परपेंडिकुलर टू BC. सो ये इसको भी हमने लॉक कर लिया. दिस इज द साइन ऑफ परपेंडिकुलर. सो इन दो चीज़ों को कंबाइन करके हम क्या बोल सकते हैं कि सो AP इज परपेंडिकुलर बाइसेक्टर ऑफ BC. तो ये हमने इस तरह से प्रूव कर दिया. ठीक है. So this is the question. You can just note down this, and this is important because it has 4 parts. Okay. So thank you so much for today.